Hey, welcome to Kenpo University. My name's Al Babinick, and I'm your instructor. Anchoring your elbows. What are we talking about? Glad you asked. Hey, if you had an anchor, if you were in a boat, you had an anchor, and you threw it overboard, which way's it go? Down, right? So anchors work primarily on the vertical, all right? So we're going to use our anchoring elbows on the vertical. If I was, just as an example, throwing a vertical back knuckle and I was hitting down, I don't want to hit out here. I'm at full extension, okay? If I want to do a glancing shot that doesn't really hurt too much, I could do that. But if I really want to hit somebody, it's going to hit, and this elbow anchors down. That's going to give me an awesome hit. That, hitting out like that, not that great, okay? Not that you can't do it and have a glancing strike going through there, but if you want power in it, you have to anchor that elbow, okay? So if I was doing thrusting wedge out of blue, so if I'm doing thrusting wedge out of blue, I'll do it sideways. So as you go in, you hit, grab, pull down, pull up. This does not go out and down like that. This goes hit in and down. You see how my elbow is coming down and anchoring to my hip. So it's pull them into the elbow, and then as this comes over, you're doing your palm to the nose, your claw through his face. It keeps going, and it goes through his body, and you're dropping down. So you don't hit out in front of you like that. It looks goofy anyhow, doesn't it, when you're doing that type of stuff? Trust me, anything that you do in the martial arts, if you look goofy doing it, it probably isn't right, okay? If you look pretty cool doing it, you're probably doing it okay. But you're going to anchor your elbow because this is a downward shot, okay? If I was doing crashing wings out of orange, I throw my hands up, I'm going to close them, and I compact the mass, and I anchor my elbows down. This is coming down, and it's coming down hard. Okay, so anchor those elbows. If I was doing grip of death out of orange, again, I'm going to keep it on the lower side so everybody can see it. If I was doing grip of death, after you're stepping out, you're doing your double hammers, you're stepping in the corner, remember. I stepped so you could see, but you should be stepping to the corner. So from here, you slide your hand up his body, over the top of his head. You grab him under the chin, under the philtrum, hook an eye. This does not go out and palm him. I'm not trying to throw him that way. I'm throwing him down there. I want to be able to kick him in the face in a second, okay? He put me in a headlock. That's not nice. So from the double hit, to the groin and the far kidney, you slide up his back, go over the top of his head, hook underneath the chin, one of these is going to hook the philtrum underneath the nose, one of these is going to hook an eye, maybe, okay? Take your elbow, and it anchors, and then I can push down. Now you can see, oh, he's going that way. Yeah, that's where I want him, okay? I want him that way. I don't want him going into the wall. Now, just to let you know, if you had something handy, like a nice big metal pole that you wanted to ram him into, go ahead and do it that way, all right? But as far as the technique goes, I want to anchor my elbow down so I can push right through and knock him down right about there. And I could kick him in the face if you wanted to. So, but when we talk about anchoring elbows with strikes, that's what we're talking about. Now, whenever you're holding on to somebody, if you're trying to, whether you're trying to check them, whether you're trying to push them around or whatever, if I'm holding somebody's elbow and I'm out this far, I don't have a lot of good leverage, okay? So I want to get in here. I want to get close. I want to buckle. I want to keep in check with my legs. I want to anchor. If I'm grabbing their arm, I'm anchoring this down, okay? So if we were doing, let me think of a good angle for this. I'll go this way. If we're doing flashing mace out of blue, all right, against a right step through punch, this is one of your vertical strikes, that we're going to go through. So he throws a punch at me, I step out, gently break the arm, turn this into a check. His head should be turned such that I can hit him in the temple, because when you break somebody's arm or you hyperextend their arm, they're going to pivot this way, so you're going to get the temple as a shot. Hit and follow through, finish in one motion. And then I like to shuffle in a little bit, double hit down, and get down here. There's my anchor. So I hit the arm down, and I'm anchoring as this hand goes back. And then you knock his head off gently, right? Being sarcastic, by the way. So when you're getting in there, come here, you're getting that, anchor that elbow. I don't want to grab people way out here. Come here. Now I got you, okay? The closer you have them to you, the more you can use your body and move them around instead of just your arm muscles, all right? So when we're talking about anchoring your elbows, throughout the whole system, all over the place. Again, an anchor, if you threw it out of a boat, it's going to have a downward component to it. So think of it more in that context. So if you're doing a back knuckle out here, you'd back knuckle and bring it back in, but you're not going to keep it short. You wouldn't do that. So remember, it's got more of a downward context to it than outward or upward or anything like that. So, but there's an example or a few examples of anchoring your elbows. Thank you for watching this video production from Kenpo University.